because yeah, what the otua will rent mau. And now yeah, what the otua will feast. And now what the otua musri. Media sema yen kapena meka. And yes, you won't number one and now I ding. I mean, we've been watching these pranks on social media these days. Say, Obibeshia will say, oh, we boy will phone so person ne won kasa. Now to me boy no din year. You betcha with ABCD. Hey, busia for a bimunya BP ni stroke at the same time because in more my bay dion bobono and yen. So whilst DJ Toxic, the only nachiwa the any pioneers and our bonyum na medical was doing you and a man, I say, my number one. Me cry, me kill beside me say, me bomb me number one, then what radio so. Be who I ask them. Most really always me about with you. Was it then? Bo. Okay, for our phone, I call social media and I type what Facebook say. This is my one and only spouse or husband or lover. And I bought the thing. If there is any other person, they thunder fire me. We are very mature. Musi. Medindora Halifax Ansah Addo. We fairly used Zaddy on a midweek Wednesday, a rainy morning. Hey, and I did me rainbow, and I was happy to have seen the rainbow. So I was so yeah. Na ebono ampacha also rainbow no hu be there because no idea try say we are Christian. And for Christians, rainbow symbolize a covenant that God had with his people that will never use water or rain to destroy the earth again. I mean, who the NT have been see rain say baby. Hi, okay, 101.7 FM. Who's here the best entertainment show? Number one. Obian to member. Na e be bright cry one born number one born chocho mucho din antenna say da fia mepo some of them MP da fia mepo majority chief whip ono na nansan agidegide ba parliament no MP bi koka say ya ye mia ne hwa no a o se enye no kre no na ye nim da say actress be bright but you see why are there because in ba no bi o mo aba no who date penyo pese wiase nyina antie na ye den penyimfo no ebi mu aware into Halifax Ansah Addo and minjina na me nkomenim because
okay FM
who date honorable say na ye den enye open na who date no nti de obodo huri de obi abeti oni wo ko apasim na wo twitwa pictures de go social media e dey wo feel say open na wo tai ko anyway. But me fa me no see ya. Perfect man captain for say me kai mo say. Atade bi obehye bia e ka assembly fa wo ho. Nti mo amoye ma adwen say mo so ban ne say wo de me hye bribia de me hye bia mfa me ho no sa so ban no so ka bribi fa wo ho. Tade to say signboard. Tade to say testimonial. Tade to say reference letter. Inti sena wo pese obi nhu no ana obi anhu no adwen bi opese ebi mo mfa emfa wo ho no saa na ese wo nhye watare de bia me de tu assembly ho kan se bi o se bi anya se me pe adwama asem but example bu wo ha wo nkan ne yo mo nti ase ye me yo mo ton mo ho wo Togo roundabout any circle it toxic amos an gina yefa bio won name any La Paz any club be was circle Maria Finidin opposite the Ghana Commercial Bank beside Barclays Vienna na efre ho omuta agina ho pa nso any tiptoe lane Odona any restaurant because honestly mpacho one who generally our printing complimentary card da say, oh, when you want to have sex, call me on 024402. No. And now we do no mukita signboard. Yenio! Akrama, ya ton ya hono, jantra joints. Yenio, baby. Entire omotion and they will say, Mammy, with your tone. Sounds on also the obeshe bia eka assembly foul. If you are a man, please take this serious. Be deliberate about your dressing. Be intentional about your dressing. Dress the way you want to be addressed. And talking about dressing the way you want to be addressed, I can very honestly highly recommend to you Perfect Man Kaftan and St. Philip's Enterprise. Omonomo ntade pama bema. Everything means grooming. From suits. You see, suits on some one would it is not just everything you call jackets, because there were tuxedo and there was suits. There were blazers and there was suits. We don't every be our coats. Anyway, I confirm a coat. What is coat? Is it a blazer? Is it a jumpsuit? Is it a tuxedo? Is it a corporate suit? Is it a dinner suit? They have different types of suits. Some blazers, menswear, everything menswear, from traditional wear to casual wear to business wear to smart casual. They have everything, and the prices are very, very affordable. And even upese to na unkotonkra and also much is to say kesie par. Mpacho menfe apart from them target say trousers any shirts any suit any de kan yi omo we de friend no accessories, bracelets kakra, crotch piece kakra, you get what I mean, suspenders kakra, belts kakra, socks kakra. Talking about socks, they be, I mean, can say yes, see bema bi anyi ni shoes see na hwe ni socks ase bema bebre wo mo socks ase atutokro mienu socks ya he enya socks pen na ase atutokro boxer shorts transan so bema panyin wa hye captain ye pepe bi o yi ni boxers a tokro kes enyo mo nko perfect man captain free mo 0244147212 0244147212 momo boxers asia to tokro edumo birthday manu to boxers mo say mo pe boxers bi o mo pe nti yenya moden e kamen kwa anka e de mra be parliament say woni wo kuno ana wadofo kodem e na ne boxers asie eto tokro a agro no yempon emba so enya fun na meki Perfect Man Kaftan 0244147212. You can also join us live on Facebook, OK101.7 FM, for your comments, your suggestions, your greetings. Make kind na amamu kama. OK101.7 FM on Facebook. I'm in studio too, and I'm in man and Aquabeya. And then Na Ajay, please, today is my birthday. I am Nana Yao, the CEO of NY Autos. Nana Yao, today is your birthday, CEO of NY Autos. Actually, we are Chief Executive of NY Autos. Happy birthday to you, Nana Yao. And thank you very much for tuning in to OK101.7 FM. I do not take it for granted. I highly appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Be blessed beyond measure. Eya ko kind Psalm 20. Inshira be bire ho. Me bompa says Psalm 20 inshira na nyina nyawudie ene. Eye wo birthday. Nana Yao, Chief Executive Officer of NY Autos. Kweku Bonsam has been talking. Because you are got to sorry dying. Oh, na got to sorry dying says saying, would the quiet dying? I see all the Academy Bia, ye this African traditional worship. The better and I come. Sana ye what is Nyanko?
OKFM 101.7.
Sana ye to many haban mienu ka pa na nsu ato. Okay, Sana ye to many duawe ni duawe boom pa na nsu amunakra na ejai obense na wi abo che. Na Kweku Bonsam ni samra ne di dua nyina bewo so ebe ka abe. Akasa o see ya papa, my prophets. A man was blessed me several times. Prophet Emmanuel Bedo could be sorry. So see your tongue and padia or better. Now I ready. Now I go and say, I won't name the boss. Well, I did almost see you. Averagely, say, we toss size of property. I was like, BDA between 1.2 to 1.5 million US dollars. Or say, don't judge a book by its cover. So better. Now, papa, na oba how? Only na room you be born, come on. No try a dintia. dentia oton na sorry no. Enya say oton asori no because e come dinner like on near dran debi. O see anyame akwantre. Say on tongue na sorry no. Anyway, we'll come to those two discussions. But my man and Aqua baby and I were opening remarks. We are no opening remarks there. And I'm about voices me, no. Na eja, ya bobo hunka kra. That is not the first time I've heard the man of God telling his church. I'm sorry be war. Wage we junction honomono. Any baby a papa you cross shaping my 2 year friend saying. Dr. Binfo Clinic no. I was say opposite honum baby. And also so for bit tongue. Or tongue or tongue mad dunsini, right? That's right. And I'm a tree abu. Obi a come or tongue mad dunsini. Ba nyami a oye nyami o de boniche. Dunsini na bedani evangelists. You are saying eh. Enna odi ya so na so ko dem kakra ba but eja. In Studio 2 is a man I have worked under. Papa Penyin bi amashe na si in Phoebe Brejuma wanasi. Or a senior journalist or a from Ghanaian Chronicle to Daily Guide to News One to Publisher. Waka kotina ma wanani sa. Se si adi o si journalism party. Warita kakra. Or a consultant on Ghanaian culture. Na yanke no krabin share radio nyam u share nene benet te akwa si yedwuma papai na si yedwuma jede papa oya panyin bia wo share na si a otometo ne boas na wa na kumam na wa bie ne nan mu wa bibia wa na si bia na wo de wani ehu gane na wa sua ne ji panyin bi wa wo share na si sua edwuma na katakata ne amaso
Okay, FM.
To say, madam, we are tailors, apprentices. Mami ba be kati design be pena was small will say, got up or dear brain. But I chiche you, none of the answer. None of an attack or sign Christo ni or yem be me ko penning when I'm sorry, I'm me ko penning yana downful. Or call West Swell Evangelical Ministry. And yet, asem. Na say Meku Benjamin Kumsia bo Benjamin so no bo dear. Oh Kafra. What's the area ben? Kwabenya. Hey. She address for mine. Nano me homo MP no. Now abunko todwe. No patch say anya road man no. Nene beneta akwako na me ba bie ne mic yi. Auntie Rose na ye meku penyin no. Nene mo akwaba.
Halifax Ansah Addo pay.
Nene boko the any opening remarks?
Boko quick opening remark observation bina. Yeah, if say me can was me kan the new publisher na me who main headline main front page story no. And I fired judge's lawless conduct, not his person, says Afenyo Marking. He was responding to Nsema amount for because of his press conference. And I think I agree with him because people don't get it. They don't know the difference between something like miscommunication, misinformation, something like bad talk, and then hard talk. And I think, in the case of Niamite about Nia Afenyo Kanye, it wasn't bad talk, it wasn't miscommunication, it wasn't misinformation in any way. It was only hard talk, straight talk. That's how I see it. Because there were different examples of communicating or informing people or whatever. For instance, say police ni kwakochi obi. No muko obufie na see we went to invite him when they knew very well they were actually arresting him. And we have miscommunication. And then in Ansami who baby you see 7 stowaways. Stowaway for no. 7 stowaways rescued in ship at Tema. And I see who rescue wa musei. Oman can't Oman sending SOS message to you. Say omu here rescue. Mu koko chi wo mu e de say mu present omu to court. You say you have rescued them.
Okay.
That's a good example of miscommunication, for instance. It could be deliberate. To me, it is not bad talk, it is hard talk. Of course, I can give you an example of a bad talk if you ask me. Nansaya President Mahama can say Agenda 111. No. For previous government, started, it was unwise to have started all at a go. Inti say in phases I be at 35. No move you no completely. Anka nyansa wo mi chen ombe ni nyina back. And then I was like, oh really? But I came back to ask myself, say, the same President Mahama, at the time he was talking against building 111 hospitals at the same time, he was building 261 markets all at the same time. We say, this is an example of bad talk to me, if you ask me. This is a good example of a bad talk because you are building 261 market complexes. Usi ningina police station wom, ningina crèche school wom, ningina bank wom, ningina way wom. 261 at a go. Yet somebody who started 111 at the go, you said that one didn't make sense. That's to me an example of a bad talk.
So bad talk, good talk, miscommunication, hard talk. Kweku Bunsam too has been talking, and what is Nana Kweku Bunsam Dianyina Bewos Rebecca Ben? What has he been saying? Listen to him here. So that was the voice of Nana Kweku Bunsam Mwamuti the Okai. Bedu Kobi too has been explaining why exactly he wants to sell his church. And the Obeka will fear haya oni ya yenya Nana Romeo. Wale Nana Romeo me who watch you. Of late me upon me content. And I'm a train. Me sure say never be share sa with 3-piece suit no bi no. I was our 3-piece suits be na. Say be our parliament. Meanwhile, anyone else na haya Nana Romeo. Auntie Nana Romeo ni prophet. The man of Bedu Kobi. Ene ebon komoyi ena o treasure di ntia otona sorry no we de e waka kra is exactly 8 minutes nti muntie de papa kai. Then I play the Kweku Bunsam's voice again na ya compare adi ba kombie bi
na say yete say o ton wa sorry ema me kra meti en me say papa
to make Kenya upon name free Makuma.
Okay.
May I send me from Bana Utigo line and I walk.
Okay.
Me from me now.
No credit.
And then Yaman Chadia or Nemekasa way. Miss Hassan Metiano hating me.
Okay.
I was like, no, Papa intimate.
Okay.
Papa, no crab in the woman said now what Tom was sorry.
Okay. Says so here, me as a person, member can't area say about any ABR. A man sorry, my dear, yes, a board of trustees. And now, Yamia Casache, me say, babe, it is say, Uko Genesis, or say, Yamika Sache Isaac, to a brower, or 2 year no, a time for bar home. And the Isaac, every home, and Osako baby a friend, Sitnak, and then Yamsaka went to a bro, so 2 year no, a time for a sorry Tiano, and then Yamika is from Uncle Rehoboth. It's in Yamina on a nominal. Esek, Setnak, Rehoboth. Ti Nyamine chance kwaha. Enti Nyamine de yakosa kumono estate. Na afedie obeka kire me say mun free her. Ena misaka chance ne sade be jaha de aye branch na bibi. O se me nka asa nkire wo. Je bibie mo na mo fa ko relocate to another place.
Okay.
Asemu nyina ni. Tinya say obi say me je bi mu abedi ana me je. No. Because my life no enye aso dan sika na me de betena. I am beyond that. Me obia, minibia, I can cope. Me obia, I can cope. So how come say me better so that dia na say yes me de kotua me car na say you see me obabi. Na me na say ache. O ye ba me dono. Enti Ghana for kasaba my di, enti na me nkasa ntia no no. Ye friend bright. Me na nanti ache. You are together. You are sorry together. You are two coin together. Yeah, a whole lot of things. By ya nyen your maboni ba kokora together. Bi obi na ma hanti obeti afre no na ono ankasa bekasa enti me ba me na nanti ache na oba me nchen e na ye beto aba no na me ye ade for constituencies na me ne eye bi but when me am yanko the rest was say daddy we dey me o chese o sheda kan se me kra chamti me ka say no kre o say asese ne ma mi o so obi ya rules den ti na me say no kre e na me ja no ho. Because now our bread, because we had to go through all the 276 constituencies. And easy. I had all guys with him and with me moving. And you do point say na Miss Mate. And Nancy Obama na or Cash Daddy. I said now we call be say like Sikasembi Namsio, yeah. After the elections, there's a lot we need to just put right. But me to me Nioma say and you may buy me some in terms of business, then I get it solved. I said, on also Jane say that Bressam say, yeah, just so the animal day, I could relocate here. Or Jane said, then debts, but no, me in Fenya Misika, enquire debts. Meaning Misika, relocation. Sana or catch them, Sana is a mayor. And it's just obedience. Now, can you obedience and maybe do be as well than the major media? Just obedience. Live here, go here. God, let us leave this one for anything. Yes. It can be for branch. It can be for a church to just be there because church of them, me no more couldn't come say me few signboards, whatever. And me no more crack can me free her, more cars between me park. Oh, and nya dia me James and me Jemo de I could did me no or death be no God's work. Me baby yes by my settle say a God's work and God's work. Any other thing is secondary. We call it diversification. And to business I mean you me koya still me juma. That is how I have lived and that's how I will live. And you know it's God's work and it's just relocation. No free her na monkwa. Ina me so no therefore will be nyame wa cheche me mu but wa wonche woni ma ko nyame se ye mfiri ho nti meti o man for kasa me se me nka hwe o mu kasa na ekira no ye firi o ne nyame ahye anu nyama na video bia o se papa de no kan oni bia wo kan nti meti sosofo bi na beduko bi ye kan se o mfiri nyame a me se enya hwe wo de ofiri nyame ene onya nkopon ko me so me ye me nyame djuma daachi when the bebu aten nyame
nti relocation e benya
baso ye be free ho
Enti se wo beton se wo de beche o wo ne unya
be ne nyankopon tem asem but onu de o ka chem say clear everything and whatever comes out of here go and relocate so place.
Enti we no yakoye Bible mu asem na obi say nyame ma ne free I think say Israel for no
even so na mon ko Israel and na Abraham free baby awo ne ko yes and you be
relocation e Bible mu
say time can say from Esek all the way to Setnak all the road to Rehoboth. Inti Bible mo. Inti obi kasa na my inti na main commenting prophecy say somebody could be because ne bana beka say me bana beka because ono no dwen say he is sympathizing with his father. Me wo obi ansuma no. Obi ansuma. Obi en so ndo ye. Odimlika ono say even odimlika be pa ma chose daddy. Ade amanu say wuti ade wompe. Na so mate dada.
Ono akan.
Ono ba say
o kasa na o kasa papa say ma make de.
Okay oho.
Aha. Say papa say ma make de fa che me.
Thank you.
Say nya de a oni beje ho de.
Thank you.
So say make okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Say me tie no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meaning say on the broadcast information.
Ko be ante because church members are catch on based on board of trustees your meeting. No catch church. Church so obia ya address with it. You can over more than one Sunday. Ya kasa. And this is only kwa bonti have there and abedu ko bi no watch na abedu ko bi to under na bed a whole lot.
Unya course pa that time no.
Too much but Abraham and pick. When God speaks to you, don't try to explain yourself to men. Nyame kasa don't try men nipa betimi akasa omu amfiri omu nchen cause the obabua ona nkasa pa na nkasa no there's no need to talk to men there like
that na say asase foforo na be koso no betumi ne ya share na yentwan ansa
yentwan ansa you do wa omu abehwe
ti nyame dwuma ne de wumfiri mu kra
me nko ba bia me nya ko wie
best entertainment show with your host Halifax Ansah Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Okay, so that was it. Prophet Emmanuel Bedu Kobi, founder leader, Glorious Waves Church International, headquarters Sakumono. A very generous man. As at July 2017, Prophet Bedu Kobi, he has dashed out over 200 cars. As at July 2017, watch over 200 cars. After that, when Jawo, I go to check cars no. Until you see the NT check cars no so na nyame shirano. Into a person on celebrated the achievement of others. No yen shira o ma brabum. Until you be a wabobra. 200 and over 200 cars there. It mean the be a garage means now. Ampa, it mean the be a car garage. The same means or even more. So if 9 years down the line, or see when you see on relocate na onko na onko start ya so no baby fufuro nyamia na aka kire no min pese min ko audio no pese min jama min penyefo no mo analyze ne yi se bribi wo ho na ebi o mo adwen ko ho a then I asked him 1 or 2 questions on it. But the most interesting thing is that the first person waba public say he's ready to buy the church, he's willing to buy the church. Yana kwekubunzam. Then ana kwekubunzam kaya no my ente no biom answer na menko studio 2. Why he wants to buy the church?
Yanyan TSS of but could be also that work. And I'm saying the many bebe. Na the be was say Christopher nyina e Ghana. Am so me Christopher. No man ntima mo papa. Na what on sorry that it is a shame. Ti mesre Ghana a Christopher say mo papa. Enye sa dia me na kwaku misa meto asori dan. Eni ti na mba ha. Ba woni me body. Minyanya ne bo. 1.2 million or 1.2 million to 1.5 million dollars. 1.2 million to 1.5 million dollars. 1.2 million dollars to 1.5 million dollars. It's no big deal. It's no big deal because once I no go muza muhumia don't je buba it cover. You understand? And I saw that no there was a Christopher no I saw from Boa Ghana I saw from Mumwa papa. So Mumwa na buy no so no sebi previous obi anim say so for Bedu Kobi current president here was we na buy no was so Ghana there asori bia no so for bia na asori also. And it was omuhwe ana the me dey woman say so for Bedu Kobi say onyankopon so on recruit baby fufuro onko baby fufuro enti no so a good idea so onyankopon ka se kwa wudimi ga se obetena ho enti wo ka se wonko a na se be I also will come and take a lead me so me dey be ye national shrine e am yes na because anything I make say the big man in this country no o meto asore en fama papa no Oma meto me meto e de ate akom school.
And I said it's all tongue.
On say Nyankopon kan sema. If God says yes, nobody can say no. Papa si nyame say on recreate baby for. Nya ne ho na chire no. Ne ho nchire ne sa. No Nyankopon na say on fi a.
Well. Nana Koko Bonsam see Sir Christopher one sorry. Na mo amboa papa onu abeto sorry no. Na obesa say aden papa onye Ghana ni bioma na. Nte Christopher mun sorry you. Hey, it reminds me of time Abramovich see Okoton Chelsea no. I want to miss you on also. Obeto Chelsea. Want to meet Toy and Kanye the league fun amobo enina. I believe Chelsea would have been better on that chairman. Won't anyway. That is full. You bet by Jayama Dankweko Yebuamona. Nana Beneta Akwaku, you've been taking notes. Bremu.
Okay, Hali.
Hey.
Gogo Bonsam on Bible Mupao. Two Bible. I'm here mid the pass. Whatever God has, you can't dispute it. Whatever God has asked you to do, and I like him for that. Prophet Bedu could be a issue. In the first place, me tape now boy, he was trying to find a reason for quitting. Or Asimbia Jinaso, no dia quitting. And he was always referencing Rehoboth. Because Isaac had to move from Esek to Sitna and then finally, Obesete or Rehoboth. But I think, sir, in the case of Isaac, there was a reason and a purpose, which is slightly different from. Okay, we want to apart from saying Yamina si uncle. So the Rehoboth example is a bit tricky for me. In the case of Isaac, he first dug a well somewhere called Esek. Honumunu, ntokwa, strife, dispute. The local headsmen were fighting him. When you now were Genesis 26, so ofri onpen tokwantino ofri honumu, and call Sitna. Honumu so the same thing. He named the place Sitna, meaning enmity. Before he finally moved to Bebia Asumdrewo and two Honumudin Rehoboth. Peace, divine peace and enlargement. Space in the account. Nti anyebia hanumuno. Because he was referencing Rehoboth into na me bisa questions you. Nti Bebia was say ano ntokwa wo ho. Amanfo hana dwen Oni obinumu ku ewo bibi ho ana. If there is these things are happening, strife be wo na pen or person can dia. Fine, then I will accept the Rehoboth example no. But say ntokwa bia ni ho. Na just say nyame ne si move a. Then fine, Abraham would have been a better example to me than the Rehoboth example of Isaac. Because in the case of Abraham, nyame ne ka kire no say move from baby awon you are or move from Ur to where I will show you. And Abraham demonstrated big faith. Where dear osi nyame aka kire no dada baby onko, just that he won't name it now. So I think say
Ntre dentia nyame si onko bebia nyame si onko no.
One tre. So I don't know until he tells me say baby was he say ano. Ebinumu hana dream. Or ye bibia no mo be say no. O ye just as Isaac no. Well, no digi anamfo ni tokwa no person say no. Then but if there is no strife, there is no dispute. Baby was he say ano say local people no wo ho no hanoa. Now it's just a directive from God. Then maybe another example would have been better.
Obeto aso. Nse o patre say Rehoboth example no yen to mean no tum because in that context bribi potin na nyame si move no na nyame stated that reason. Now in the closest you can give is Father Abraham, because ono de nyame nche no de ntia or see your move be no krampo nyame anche no bebi nso or see onko but we de nyame atre bedu ko bi se koha
with the, I mean, say the two examples now. Oh man, you media me Bible kakra me sua ya no enti no yamfa no ento chain. Then he said you be no specifically whether he will use the current location as a branch or say nyamesi mankasa nchrewo. I'm quoting him ad verbatim. Or say nyamesi mankasa anchrewo, which means God says, I didn't tell you to use this place as a branch. He was specific. And I'll see near all ye, it is in obedience to God. After they are getting to the tail end of the discussion, no. Or say, well, we can use it for anything. We can use it for a car park. We can use it for whatever. We can use it for a branch. And let me say, branch bay. The word branch that he used in the first instance, no, is it different from the word branch or yuzu hanana?
Because first is nyamisi manu fanya branch.
Yes, he was specific and told the interviewer no say mankasa chrehu. They asked him specific, say, are you going to use this one as a branch? Or say nyamisi mankasa chrehu. God said, I didn't tell you to use this place as a branch.
Okay.
So he said that it was a directive from God. He said he was also doing all what he was doing. He was moving in total obedience. He used the word obedience. It is always obedience. Now for the see now at the tail end of the day, see, oh, well, we can use it for a car park. We can use it for a branch. We can use it. Maybe some say branch now or see nyamisi one kasa anchre no. Is that branch different from the branch that he is using at the tail end of the discussion? So he should come again and tell us something. It's unfortunate to say he had to move, but for me, for as long as he's going to stay within the country, no, say baby anyame achre no, within the confines of Ghana there. And makuma betom him kakra because we don't want to miss him. We want to hear more of his sermons. But say maybe he's getting outside Ghana there, and they be doing kakra.
Kweko bonsam si obeto asore no na odebeye African traditional worship odebetre se na ye kom.
Kweko bonsam so open controversy. Kweko bonsam per controversy. Into properties be amount for a ton or Ghana, we call real estate for also into being never as soon as say we the center, just a church, how the traditional
real estate for no omune car park say beduko be car park.
And they don't see it there. With $1.5 million, he can build a new, nice, afresh tier rubber there.
Obwa nyame adwuma obwa direction ene kwanchira nyame dia mabedu
Halifax with the otwini muta ento he only wanted to get more media attention because over $1.5 million you can build a nice center fresher obian use here for anything and you can call it your own, but to go and buy baby I preach ya botong so ye bibia na fe die or Chenabina or the same person who stand somewhere and start teasing Beduko we say Christianity is dying, African tradition is growing. There be Pensa.
That was the voice of Nene Benete Akwako. Okasano yenu opinion so Christafo. Ababe kanye ho the nickname be General Yamawa Kwaba.
Yes.
Boko dear.
Enyeboko because I said there two jay na wings no edoso it's like an octopus eyebebre na ubo tape no I dilute me initial stance ne kakra
ni nti adalo to metie beduko be prophet ne voice na me kasi me di na chi a baby am pese me call no so me ntimi nko but by the arrangement of the show no so esi me di na chi nti ma me di na chi
once you are discussing purported offer to sell his church and somebody's purported proposal to buy the church.
Yeah.
Any angle you pick it from, why? Say, I mean, it's allowed. That is your perspective, so feel free.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I judge, you know.
Hey.
This is the first time I saw Safoko Kasa. Was here, I was on no Musuanza.
Ali,
Utie okay 101.7 FM best entertainment show. So Grace over to you.
Ali, I was sympathizing with Prophet Bedukobi until I listened to the voice now, boy. You know. Yes. One. Nyenta ani me sympathizing with no ne say asem to obi a yenka ni wachi a wo sa agree yede. No wahu bi da. Wahu bi da. Ewo hu obi say owo soro ne wate aba fom a ewo senia wo be jeje nafa baby a owo niemniemo otimiye to say na okay wachiche cars ne che say he was okay now he says he's selling his church. That means he needs money. Ne ba be kasa aye eno se onsuma ne ba no enti ne ba ne sorry ya sebi mpreduasa schizophrenia anase edien na ye ne ba ne sorry e ba radio so e ba be kasa aye edien ne ba ne hu ofie edien ne ba na tete I motivate no money bo ni tirim so ba be kasa ensem ni bi wo ha sometimes no let's be measured when we are in public because o kan we na ento asum mayen say oba ne sorry ya no be kan say o de ka oh come on please oba na woni onim enti oba be kan aye na emo no sometimes o ka wie ye no ensunsanso aba no enna ebia ye be manage a ni ahwe kwan ye be manage no yes and kwale ni dwama awie ya manja.
Oh, but in other interviews, Bedu could be or say business called bad kakra.
Yes.
Now or here contrast no fancy.
Secondly,
what on kasa kwa no so boa. So
limiting myself to what he said today here and no na me jena so kasa no. Because other interviews where admit say all the car. No the car. And I make say business can go bad. It's not because you are reckless. It's not because you are not smart. But Ali, and even where technology is getting to, it is very difficult for you to plan business-wise. Ube plan here, we need technology, be ababe say BBA. We investment out there shade in money na no ni shrim. Enti no who be our ye business be our bo for more. Men tre no. And na me quote to what Bible man make say Jesus can say, pray that your battle will not be in the winter. E bedru ho no say na obey ya wo de obetimi dia survive coming to beduko bi saying so nyankopon so sorry free baby or sorry free no nka me request it na so biem say ye mo sa enwom no nkunkun a wotimi mu yi wo kasa yie pa na menti ne clear ni hu say ya wonso na wo kasa no ye hwanum na asomafo won ya sapon ene yes anyum no wan hwe yi a na nya hunhum sunsun kunkun bi na no kasa o e bia na ka bi na wo de ena wa instinct na no kasa enti e ba ne sa tie ni yie ne man fa nhye nyankopon se wo de ka no person ton wa japade bia there is nothing wrong with it, absolutely nothing wrong. Yes, my business, my boka. Also for also there, nothing bars you from doing business. Into boka, unye bonnet. And it is not wrong for you to come and say, oh, business have gone bad. Esibe bray. So why I say ode babeshe nyame? Me de mitie sa interview no boy, you know. honestly, I'm not convinced. And that is my view. Based on on other interviews. And I can say, your business no boka as a pastor is not wrong. Ubia boka. But men for machine you and you have properties and you are selling. Especially, you are not the first person to sell a church. Agrada sorry no enye osofo obi ne ton e. Osofo obi ne ton ne de. E na agrada koto agrada e ton no enye osofo. E na ene wa beda ne osofo. Ko America ko abro chire ko hwe nsori a ye tunton krampo dia ye disco. Ye tunton nsori o, ye dia night clubs. Omo kan si Nyankopon ne kan so mo nton nsori no. Na wo ton asori anu di be hye nyame. Please. As of no sometimes mo ye nieme bia mo ma yen a e bia yem kwasode ni bi no so no. We get vindicated sometimes. Mamo nyesa. Your business gone bad, you are trying to come out of it. I have even come public to defend him. Say people who are mocking him no should stop because business can go bad for everybody. And I can relate. Personally, I can relate. Then you will say the things that you are saying against the pastor. As for business, it's not when you are smart. Anything can happen. But make sure you have a network of good people around you who can come to your rescue when your time comes. Because in winter, not everybody can come out when you are in danger. And where are Bedukobi's circle of friends? Where are they? Hali, have you asked that question? Did he build a network of good people around him? Did he? Mipacho, is a communication.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then that tells all of us, listeners and everybody, it is better to build a network of good people around you than to make all the money in the world. Bob Marley said it. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. It tells you that money can go at any time, but the good people around you can sustain you, can hold you, can come to your rescue. In Kene, these good people could have even quietly. They could have even lent him money and used the Aswada Crampo as a collateral. They could have even taken the Aswada Crampo and go and sell it to somebody quietly, the good people around him. Do you know how good people save us from our shame and nakedness? Do you know? When you have good people around you, even when you are naked, there is a way they can cover you. So please, listeners, build good people around you. Don't just be busy making money and saying, God. Look at God, Jesus Christ. Obayeno, he made good friends to the point that he had Joseph of Arimatheas. Actually, so you no. Onu and offer ne tomb. And yes, anka yesu bekotwen. When it matters most, that was the most expensive tomb na wo. What fa no didn't ko shame. Ali, if I push more, I'll get emotional. Thank you.
Apano pe ko quiet no do we see ya santumia ebi ma me aso be kwa me a eni eyu yem na kwa me enyo bi bribi ni obi wati oni pa bribi ni awe ni e ya santumia ke bi ma me o uchi me swa ya kwa me wati. Also
na brantia tro nyuma nya enti se sa ma me no nyom no enyim na abatashi nya bon Sam Jones no Safo can one part one comment at all on Kweku Bunsam you know enti me bo tape no biom me wia na mako Safo ho. Oh, you wanted to go now?
Inka mesre. I want to focus on where there. What was it? One show yana madure kakra.
Kweku can bribia any dia wo kan ye no.
Yeah.
A call line.
The last part of his submission.
I think the beginning rather and see who the young you have Kweku's ready, okay.
Young TSS of but could be also that work. And I'm saying many baby. Na the bed was say Christopher in Ghana. I'm so mere Christopher. No man to my papa. Now what on us all that it is a shame. Timesre Ghana a Christopher some more papa. And yes, I am in a cocoon. I'm a toss all the time. And it's in Baha.
Okay, inti minim Kweku Bunsam je pa. Metumi aka say good relationship e wo mini Kweku Bunsam tem no. Ye better change de wo me any asofo bebre ntem. Metumi aso aka say adepa Bunsam Kweku Bunsam ayama me no. Sofo bebre nye omo ntumi nye nso. Enye mepe. Sana me ka say Bunsam no. Say you get what I mean. Enti say nana Kweku Bunsam a oye madam for no. So no pa no ka say ya. Onye na agent so better sorry no. Yes. Otwin ya adwen akọ baby. Na baby a otwin ya adwen akọ no. That was where Safo landed. Because I say look, Sir Christopher nyina mo wo Ghana ha no. Someone to me amboa sofo a ne ho akire no. Saa dia de midun sini no meto. Na meton su a onka so de ma sorry bi no mo fa anya branch o. So what's the idiocy of the bay to mock you. So it ties down to what's Safo. Can buy simple. Check eye. So it goes on to baby na Safo Kasakono. Into Safo wusu into wusu patre say wotie beduko be narrative oni nana Romeo conversation no the oka no wunjindi.
Oh yes, minim say ni ho ache no. Ni ho ache no. Because previous interviews ni dem nyina me hwe ba ko bi one Ajiman power.
Ajiman cry dey bia na o dey say Ajiman power.
Ajiman power. Halifax. Ye ka Christopher asema nene mpacho kan ma why.
Oh.
Yeah. Mpacho. No, Christopher asem dey ka no. Mpacho kan ntem.
Matthew Matthew 25:36. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. You clothed me.
Not.
I wait for the.
No. Ni Yesu Christo.
Say nyameka the positive one no first. I needed clothes and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me. That's the positive side. You understand about the negative?
Yes. Ne Yesu Christo. Can say ewiye no. Enipa bi wo ho a omo bebisa ne say na eba ne sentira o ka say like we are not permitted to go to heaven. And no ka kire omo say mo anye eniema we ama I was in prison. Me ho che me mo amoa me. I was naked, you didn't give me clothes. I was in prison, you didn't visit me. So where are the pastors who are claiming to be Christians when a fellow Christian is in danger? When a fellow Christian is in danger. Look, I saw something so beautiful about pastors. Duncan Williams, any issue with my wife. That day, I salute most of the pastors when they all came together in his church to support him. Yes. You see, but here is another pastor. Some of you have big mansions. You have what it takes. mo gigi tithes every month mo betimi nso akotua tithes ni bi ama no Ali, but in all this no so what did he do when he was okay? Did he build that circle of friends? And as ohun ne ho say osin obia ohun ne ho say ono or ye better sin we onfa ne ho nkɔhye we ho ono de minim nipa bi a even area crampo omote ne crampo no omo ni obia chese ye free area meeting crampo no they don't come into ono so no. Did he build that network for himself? Make us say obi a otie me no ntie say at the point when you have it, at the point when you start, you are not alone. Don't think that because you have it, so you don't need anybody. No. When you have it, that is where you have to build people. The pastors too. I'm reminding you, the Great Commission. Yes, you did, ma'am. I was naked. You didn't clothe me. I was hungry. You didn't feed me. I was in prison. You didn't visit me. Why was he in prison? Why was he in prison? Didn't go to prison. Yes, Christ anka. But the moment of prison, you have to come to his rescue.
Well, Safwa bisan sembebre watu yefo. Well, my family, I'm not the PRO for Bedukobi into minim the personal deep relationship. But kakra minim no. He helped both the great and the weak. Kakra minim no. He associated with everybody and offered help to the best of his ability. Enye boya odiama penyimbi na mniwabe to drain, but I know a few. My name's of penyimbi. A very big pastor. Oh yeah. Besene. It was Bedukobi who was taking care of the man's widow and 4 children, staying in America. I know that for a fact. The widow told me. And I know her personally. And I know several others. I also know others are on Nimomumpo. The 210 cars he was dashed out in 2017. They are not necessarily his church members. Or if let's say a musician way, where Jidin, and Wabobra, and then Yaman Koyi, or Fat Trotro, Buano with a vehicle. Na other things are never to me for to join to me, any spokesperson Mundi, but Kakra, me name no dear. Unless, I don't know. And see, I'm sure he built relationships. But I was with him. Anyway, Nene.
Ali, a couple of questions. My dream was maybe some. Now, Safo Kase, business can go bad. I agree with him. Say business can go bad, but it goes back to us to say, "Inti nyame adwuma a business ana." That's another thing. A question here, Bisa. Business on its own can go bad. Nyame adwuma no a business ana.
Make me qualify. Clarify.
I'm not taking you to the.
He may do business on the side. I wasn't referencing even nyame adwuma nimpo.
We are looking at nyame adwuma na oton no. Say bia no. Na me bisa me who say. Inti nyame adwuma nso ye boka. Nyame adwuma. Your friend no nyame adwuma no.
But e kan no de ba yo.
E boka.
Unim ne de kan ba e.
Safo who can would dear no. Did I interject? I had a couple of questions to ask you to when you were making your submission.
Okay.
Me bisa me who say nyame adwuma no ye e boka. And I say Abraham example no ma ye no. Say nyame say you have done enough at this place. Move to another place. Nyame can say, Tonwana, the same God who brought you here when you had nothing Will he tell you to sell all what you have in order to move to another place? Unto me, Emma won't call the new place, and then set you up again. These are all questions that Mimi Bisamo. One, I bet me about say, cars now, or the church, maybe it wasn't a good decision. It was part of the blessings and Yami blessing, no. But giving those cars, I don't know whether he prayed and he was given direction to do that. I don't know. Finally, coming back to Duncan Williams, my only observation is that the pastors who came to only a marriage as in your business, but as so for no mobile, they only came to support the man. And also,
what does it mean? They should have supported the woman also.
I don't know how there would be a marital problem, and then Asopo Kukuda my Wogana Eba together to support the man. It's another question I'm asking myself whether it is fair.
Safo, you wanted to explain the type of business you said the man was doing.
Oh yeah,
that I sign out.
Let me say. Well, when it comes to business analogy, I wasn't referencing the church. It could have been, say, or any private business be.
I wasn't against you.
Okay, thank you.
I wasn't against your Ninette crowd.
Speaking to the mic because
I wasn't against your this thing. I was only asking, say, say business, the business, business to me, a form. But yeah, besides say, it jumano no. A business now.
Okay.
A question can
but na mean so me person me say my reference to business is not that nyame adwuma no na aba form. He may have his private businesses be baby, which is different business. Nye asore no. Na sa business ni investment ni nyama go bad. You may need money to about say property be a wo no. And also you can use it. But even the so no, you see, and na me sha say me can say, asem na koye bebre wo mitirimu. Because this property a wo ton yi, ya wo dia na enyame dia. And na wo ton property no. It is say ya school PTA, na PTA for na ba. Obi asi ni private school, na PTA for na ba, no maboa no mo si dormitories bi aka ho. Omo di omo sika contribution. Now, when you decide to collapse the school, who owns the dormitory now? Yesisi yekan hono. That is the question. I sorry for any buy any better to sikane collection ne tight ni niema. Ema odisi asori dan we. Now, so the car personally koton asori dan no. Who the asori for any shares be more mana. Omo contribution ne niema no. Ye de be more mana. A bit is say sorry nso a ye total collection ye de kosi university. At the end of the year, when the profit comes, do we give the your friend dividends to the members? Nah. And see, this is why I was holding myself from going into other areas.
Then don't go into other areas. Let us just feel the vibe of the discussion as it is.
I see you. Hey. Yes. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. When we do it together, you don't feel that vibe. I don't feel that vibe. Energy. You don't feel that vibe. I don't feel that vibe. Oh. You don't feel that vibe. I don't feel that vibe.
I want to say a very big thank you to you for tuning into this edition of the Best Entertainment Show. I do not take your listenership for granted at all. I did this that a production team led by a young virgin by name Adele. Oba Bema Bianfa and Sankan da. When him say we Bema with him Sankan virgin Adele da. Brahana intro with him.
Why you the worry?
Together with DJ Toxic and Benjamin Kumsin.
I said God go do one. Listen, why you the worry? What be your story? Hey, you don't get him. Hey, I said God.
Panel discussion today was with Nene Benete Akwaku and Sukrit Safu.
You don't feel that bad.
Don't worry, God go do And that is what I leave you with as I move to Peace 104.3 for the midday news. I am a fairly used Zadi. The name is Halifax Ansah Addo. I love you. Love somebody too.